Indy, a carpenter, Joseph, carpenter, that, that rings true. But he does this work very well, but he keeps running home because his wife had surgery for cancer and his daughter can't drive the car, so he can't stay all the time. He goes back and forth. He's taking care of his wife, his kids, and my plumbing. That's Christ to me. On Friday morning here, this is one you can hardly get through. 300 little children come in here like this. You don't know them. They're not that way at home. And so they come in, and sing these little hymns, and they go through and read up here, and they are learning about Christ and the Mass and the Eucharist and what it is to be a Christian. And the teachers are teaching them, and Laurie's singing and teaching, and everybody's in on it, and Sister Irene is showing them what it is. That's Christ to me. Friday afternoon, I am at a funeral parlor in Lorraine, and there's a man there, he's 42 years old. They couldn't even get the dirt out of his fingernails in the coffin. He fell off a roof. He's got 3 little boys to raise. And who can console them other than Christ? That's Christ to me. I moved on to the cemetery and took care of a burial of a man who wasn't particularly Catholic. He was, but he didn't come a lot. I think he was too overweight to come to Mass. And he died at 50, and his brother found him there and just crying on the phone, trying to tell me who he was. So I had something to say about a man who lived only 50 years and had a real rough time, but everybody liked him. And his brother said, if you have any lesson from this, tell the people, don't put off seeing people. Don't put off, when they're having hard times or sick. Go see them now. Stop putting it off, because everybody came, we were going to see him. Well, they didn't. And then that afternoon, Friday afternoon, yesterday afternoon, I guess, I went to St. Ed's to have Mass at 4:30 for the football team. And so they come lumbering in, being as macho as possible. And I'm looking up at all of them. I give communion like this, in the hand. But, they're going to play football tonight, and they got to win. And we're telling them that Christ doesn't take sides, but he sure will help you to do your best. And he'll applaud you if you win or lose. There are house movers near me. They're moving a whole house. You have nothing to do next week, come watch them move a house. Never saw that before. So I go over to gawk around a little bit, and this guy with no teeth comes out. He's 26 years old, and I said, are you married and have a kid? He said, I'm not married, but I got 5 kids. Well, he's an active little guy. And so, he is Christ to me. He is Christ to me. He is. And then you go back, if you have a little time, you look at the Olympics and you see the agony of defeat and the glory of winning. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful world. It is. And Christ is everywhere. So just be aware that he's within you, he's with everybody else. Just have consciousness that every person in every event, every joy, every sorrow, every hope, every dream that you have can relate somehow to Christ in his personhood, in his teachings, in his promises, and in his activity within us all the time. He's never far away because he walks with me and he talks with me and he tells me I am his own.